realize how high you're getting till it's too late. I am fucked up out here.
And your 420 break for September 26th, 2021. First up, a couple of my, one of my least favorite things and one of my more favorite things. First of all, least favorite thing has to do with, I will say, extremism, extreme religion, but religion as well. You can't have one without the other. Where one follows the other, or one starts, the other follows. And then, one of my more favorite things is actually a person, and that is Christiana Amanpour, who if I'm watching the news, that's usually who I watch, who just screams journalistic integrity, has my whole life, and I'm oddly attracted to her. But man, shout out to Christiana Amanpour for refusing to wear the hijab. God, I'm mispronouncing that word. That's stupid. So I apologize. But had an interview scheduled with the president of Iran. Is it president if do you have to be elected to be the president, or you can just say somebody's the president? I'm not sure necessarily. I'm not sure of the inner workings of the Iranian constitution. I don't know how their leaders are elected. It doesn't seem to be fairly. But had an interview scheduled with Christiane Amanpour in New York. And I guess one of the aides, like 40 minutes after the interview was supposed to start, came in and said, yeah, you need to be wearing the hijab. I think that was closer. And she's like, and she was super respectful, as she should be. And now I do believe, excuse me, that she interviewed a previous Iranian president and did wear a hijab. I should look up how to pronounce that word right now. Anyway, but I think they were in Iran. So this time she's like, no. It's unlawful. It's unprecedented. I'm paraphrasing. And said, sorry, that's not going to happen today. I'm not going to wear that in the United States of America. And they never showed up for the interview. They said, okay. The messenger said, well, I'll tell him. And never showed up. She actually, what did she tweet? So we walked away. The interview didn't happen as protests continue in Iran and people are being killed. It would have been an important moment to speak with President Raisi. And I'm probably mispronouncing that name as well, and I apologize. Maybe I should listen to more pronunciations. But man, I love it. I love it that fucking, as I think most Americans would, I don't know how many journalists would actually cave under those circumstances. And just like, okay. But you got to fucking set the standard, man. Fuck yeah. I honestly, I didn't even really know she had a CNN, or excuse me, not CNN. This interview was on CNN, but a PBS. I didn't know she was the anchor of PBS up until like the last 6 months or something. And I'm like, I was kind of tired of fucking 24-hour news. I'm like, what can I watch that I trust, first of all? And I'm like, Christiana Amanpour. That's my news segment. Hey, next.
Want to do a bong hit?
This poor bastard. And I use that term, try not to do it lightly. Alan Miller, scheduled to be executed in Alabama on Thursday. And I guess he had requested to be killed essentially by suffocation by nitrogen hypoxia, which is my fucking nightmare, is any sort of like suffocation. Now he requested this because he's scared of needles. So what would fucking happen if what would be the worst thing to happen if you were scared of needles and getting killed by injection? First of all, the fucking needle going into you. I don't know what the basis of your phobia is in this situation, but if it were me and I were scared of needles, just fucking poke it around in there. Have you ever had that fucking happen when they're trying to find the vein? I actually took combat lifesaver courses when I was in the Army, and I got to learn how to do IVs. But you fucking practice on other dickhead fucking privates and shit that don't know what they're doing, and it's just like digging around in there, and it fucking sucks. So what would happen? First of all, they denied his request for suffocation. Oh, like that's torture compared to 3 fucking hours of trying to get this fucking needle in this guy's fucking vein. They canceled the execution. They issued a halt 3 hours in. Oh my God. That's fucking, I don't mean to laugh. Like, it's honestly, first of all, I need to put it out there that I am not anti-execution. I'm a firm believer that some people probably should not be allowed to live. I am not the person that should decide that or do it. But I don't know. I do know that what the way that they describe it in this story sounds like torture. If they say it's torture, I guess this is in Alabama. And I guess they fucked up a bunch of executions by like 2 hours, 3.5 hours. Some guy fucking died of a heart attack, I think. And I could be misspeaking on the story because they dug around in there for 3.5 hours and he fucking passed out and died. It's not funny. But there's a comical element to it, am I right? Fucking poor bastard. Hey, next.
Sample of the goods. $15.
You spot me 10. I'll pay you like Tuesday and shit.
This fucking story. Some things I'm just glad happens. What's this young lady's name? Belle Grace, or maybe it's pronounced Bella Grace. Truly remarkable story here, according to this story from Lad Bible. It's like a new site fucking Tim Logan watches. Truly remarkable story here, as an OnlyFans customer's life was saved by one of the platform's top content producers. And according to this, a 0.1% top creator on OnlyFans. I see that number a lot for OnlyFans. Not because I subscribe to any OnlyFans at all, and I'm serious when I say that. But fucking all kinds of like fake spam titty fucking OnlyFans girls send you follow requests and fucking Instagram shit. And I block that shit every day. You know? So every fucking OnlyFans account is like 0.1% of creators. Anyway, she saving lives, one boner at a time. An X-rated video chat that was going on where I don't know how many dudes were like in this chat room while she was doing whatever. What's the best? How the fuck did they describe it? In this story, it was getting all hot and heavy on camera when Belle noticed that the man on the chat with her had one testicle bigger than the other, and she's like, "You might want to go check that out." He's like, I guess because he's on OnlyFans and on a chat where you can see. I don't know why the fuck you would want. Man, there's so many wrong things about this that I just don't have the body positivity for, or it's just fucking creepy to me. But of course, that dude on OnlyFans was super embarrassed. He's like, "Oh, I'm really embarrassed. I don't actually want to go to the doctor because of blah, blah, blah." She's like, "Just go. You'll be fine." And it turns out that guy had testicular cancer. He went based on this young lady's recommendation. So there you go. Saving lives at one boner at a time.
Fire in the hole.
And next, this has to be the worst story I've ever heard. Like, is this what hell would sound like? This would be the soundtrack to hell, allegedly. Which, if this happens, by the way, mind you, I promise I will do a full album reaction on my internationally known Patreon and YouTube account. Mariah Carey dropped a bombshell this week that she plans to reissue. Wait, it's a reissue? It's out already? Did I just fucking put myself into this corner? Is it already out? A secret grunge album. If it's secret, why is it a reissue? She recorded in the 90s and is threatening to put it out. Now, they say in the story, teases or something to lead you to have the anticipatory feel on the positive side, because it should be threatens to drop her fucking grunge album. Man, what the fuck is her quote here? She even credited the album with getting her through some dark days in a 2020 tweet. Which, look, whatever you want to do for your artistic integrity, if it's going to satisfy you personally and artistically, I think that's fucking awesome for anybody. Mariah Carey's music does not make me think that I want to hear any of her grunge music. You know? It's just not my thing. And I don't know, because I'm curious, like, it doesn't even really say if there's like a band involved. Is it like a pop album with a grunge feel? You know? There's so many fucking unknowns here. And one unknown is if I even want to fucking listen to that. And I don't. But I'll do anything for views. Hey, lastly.
Hey, man. What are you doing?
I'm so high. Nothing can hurt me.
No!
Marijuana kills.
This is the worst story of my entire life. Probably not. That's an overstatement. The never-ending story has to be easily a top 10 childhood nostalgic movie, as it is with many, many fucking people. If you've never cried, which I don't know if I've actually cried, but I've been really sad when, why can't I remember the name of the horse? Fuck. Anyway, it's not Artress. Is it Artress? Man, this is going to fucking bum me out. Let's go look at that up right now. No, it's not. Let's just call him Artress. You know, I think that's wrong. But hey, apparently that's going to be a what? A film or TV show. Like, stop this, man. You know, they're coming out with reissues of Rings of Power, which I really love. I think all that criticism on it is mostly bullshit. And then House of the Dragon, which I don't know how many people love. I fucking love that show. I think most of the Game of Thrones criticism is mostly bullshit for the last season. Anyway, so now everybody, because these things have obviously become super popular. So everybody's got to fucking grab one. We need to remake, they're remaking Wizard of Oz. And that is easily my top fucking movie of all time. I bet I watch that movie still 3 times a year. I don't give a fuck what anybody says, you know? Cowardly Lion is my doppelganger. But man, they're remaking Wizard of Oz. Which I always wanted to see that remade by somebody like Robert Zemeckis that did Polar Express. Fuck off if you don't like that movie. And then what the fuck, Christmas Carol. You know, the stop motion animation looks fan-fucking-tastic to me. But I always wanted him to do it with like the original voices and the original soundtrack, and then just do like that fucking style of animation around it. How awesome would that be? They didn't do that. Anyway, they're fucking doing Wizard of Oz. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna have my guard up so much and try to go in with so much like open-minded positivity, or else I'll hate it, and I don't want to hate it, you know. But I'll probably watch this fucking new Never-Ending Story too, just to see what it's like. What was the first? The original was German. I think it was a German movie. So there's those moments in that movie, the original Never-Ending Story, where like the dubbing is all weird, and a lot of like the characters with like makeup on and stuff. It's just some weird, clunky, cheesy awkwardness that's lovable. And there's just something so fucking charming about that movie. and the Luck Dragon. I can't remember his fucking name either. But hey, if they redo this and they're gonna fuck it up, man, son of a bitch, don't do it, you guys. Just don't do it. Come up with new fucking stories, man. Hey, that's your 420 break. Eat some Doritos, chill out, and get your ass back to work.
Hey, old man. I got the fucking munchies real bad. How about you?
Hey, 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 hey. Smoke weed every day.